Hello again, my crafty lovelies. I just thought I'd come on and do a project share. As most of you know, I have my webpage on Facebook, Luscious Laces, and I have just done a book kit, a fabric book kit, so that you can make up a fabric book. And I thought I would come on and share a fabric book that I made, just as a little bit of inspiration and show you what can be done. I know that there was no images or anything included in the book, and some of you ladies might think, well, what could I do with a book without any images? I personally wanted to make myself a sewing book, and I'd seen so many beautiful sewing books with laces and all the rest of it, bling, bling, bling on them. And I thought, I'm going to make myself a gorgeous lace book. So I did. So I got out all my favourite bits. And of course, I had my favourite roses, which were included in the kit. And this is my book. So this is quite a chunky book, as you can see. I'm not going to show you just the front just yet, because I want to keep that as a surprise. So what I did, I actually did put them side by side. I don't know if you can see it through here, but I did put the pages side by side like I suggested in my other video. I will put the link down below for the book. I did put them side by side because I knew it was going to be a chunky book, and I wanted to make sure I didn't have to cut the pages down. So I actually started out with a very pretty doily. I don't know whether you can see, there's actually little blue scallops through here. And it ended up being covered with this pink. So you can see a little bit of the embroidery. But I thought, no, I want the pink. So I changed my mind sort of halfway through. I do sell this lace in the shop. I believe that is $3.50 a metre. That is a very heavy duty, I don't like to say heavy duty because it makes it sound like it's tough. It's not tough, it's quite soft. It is a very sturdy lace, almost an applique, and stitched. I didn't have any white at the time, so I've used a cream, but I do have it in white as well. So I'll show you the front page. This is my bling, bling, bling front page. As you can see, I go to the car boot sales and things like that, and I pick up all the old jewellery and things like that, and I found this absolutely gorgeous butterfly. And I just couldn't part with it, and I didn't want to wear it in case it fell off my clothes and things like that. So I put it on my book here, and isn't that stunning? And then I found this. This was part of a necklace, but the chain was broken. And again, I didn't want to part with it, so it went on my bling book. I've got here a flower that I've made out of scraps, and just put it all together. Put a big diamante in the middle. There's an applique going around the book there. There's a doily folded in, well, not in half, it's folded in third, at 1/3, so it sort of comes under here, but then it comes up here, and then I've put some lace bits through the middle, and as you can see, I've got my favourite roses scattered around on the page. I've also put some pink lace in there, which is also available in the shop, and then some white lace under there, which is also available in the shop, and sort of did a half circle round the bottom there, and just layered it up, more pink lace, also available in the shop. I put a big satin ribbon around the outside to hold it all together, because needed something to hold it together. So in the first page, like I said, I turned this into a sewing book. So it has a pocket in here, which was made out of very pretty, it's just a cotton napkin and I put some lace on it, a little bit of trim. I also can get hold of this trim if anybody likes this. I do have some at the moment. That's $2 a metre, that one. I have this as well, which I think it's, oh, forgive me if I'm wrong, I think it's Krista Neal, Wheels on Neils, Neils on Wheels, makes this into butterflies. I think it's Krista. If it's not, I'm sorry. I've got a piece of applique there. Again, some more of my lace up here. Of course, this is all my laces, but yeah, this one as well with a pink gingham on it. A little bit of trim here that I've just taken the bottom off. I haven't got long dangles, but I've got this little one here at the bottom here. I've again used ribbon and just gone round and round here. A doily and another beautiful bling that I couldn't part with. This is just a vintage button here. I do have some more of those if anyone's interested in vintage buttons. An applique there. I don't want to really get too pedantic with it. This is basically just a stick-on ribbon that was glittery. It was included in my Christmas time kit, which didn't really sell, but anyway. A little flower here, again with a bling in. This is just singed on the edges. Of course, that's got my cottons in there, in that pocket. Yeah, I've just taken some more bling on, more laces on the outside here. This is a piece of doily cloth, like an edged piece. I've just got down the side here. This was just a piece of cheap rose trim that I picked up. It was a stick-on one. It needs to be re-glued because I use the sticky on it rather than actually gluing it. Normally I glue them as well just to hold them in place. I have this trim in multiple colours. This is the pink and white. I've got purple and white. I've got aqua and white, and a few other shades. Now in the centre here, this is actually the centre page. So in the centre here, I've actually used a piece of, I've lost my words. What is it? Felt. Yeah, I've lost it. Okay, so anyway, there's yeah, I've just put a little insert in there, and I've used that for the pocket as well. Yeah, felt. I think it's felt. Anyway, and again some trim there. This is another trim that I stock in the shop. Of course, more bling that I wanted to hang on to. So there it is there. I've just put a little piece of ribbon here, and I actually, when I put my needles in, I put them through the ribbon. Again, a little bit of doily trim there. My tatting needles there. The stick pin that I made. Now, I've got some pins here, and this is what I do with my needle threader. So I've got it on a piece of ribbon, and I've got a little pocket there. Where is it? Right there. I'll put it in again in a minute. And I've just tied that there. So these things just go missing everywhere. So I've got it attached so I can't lose it. Especially now that my eyesight is getting worse, I need to be able to find things. Oh, there you go. Was that it? No, that's it. I don't know. There it is. There it is. There you go. And that just sits in there so that I don't lose it. Again, some more beautiful trim. This is, I'm pretty sure I've still got some of this available in the shop, and I've just put little gems across the bottom of it. And on the back here, this was a gift from Julianne Skidmore, a set of 3 stick pins that she made. Absolutely gorgeous. My favourite colour, purples. And I wanted to put them somewhere safe, so I've actually just, it was on a piece of felt, and I've just pinned that piece of felt into the book so that I don't lose them. Thank you, Julie. They're safe and sound where I can look at them. They're not out on display, but they're well loved. Some more of that pretty trim and the roses. This has just got a needle in there, another little pocket. It's got my needles. Oh, look, and some vintage buttons. Let's see, and again, there's another one of my trims down the bottom there. So I do have lots of different trims. If you ask me about them, I can go through, show you photos, things like that. This here, these pockets here, I put pockets here again. This has just got a little bit of fabric doily underneath, and as you can see just there. And here we have, it was a third of a circle. You can see it, a third of a circle, and I've just put it across 2 pages and used the edging as the trim. And there, just put some lace down the middle and it's a ribbon. Turn that into my pockets. Another doily, more of that glittery ribbon. That was just on a roll like a sticky tape, and then I've just glued it in there as well so that it doesn't come out. More of that pretty pink ribbon there, and that's the last page. So that is what I did with a basic fabric book, and that's got all my, it's got my scissors in there, more tatting needles, tape measure, so in the back there. Oh, some instructions for using the tatting needles. Yes, obviously more bits and pieces, some needles, some buttons, some pins, some more sewing needles, my thimble. So this has just got all my home sewing supplies, not all of them, but some of them, so that I can actually find them when I'm looking for a needle, and I say to the kids, "Where's the needles? Who took all my needles out my sewing box?" There they are. So when the sewing box is empty, this is my go-to. So that is what I did with my book. Hope that inspires you ladies to make something gorgeous. I'm looking forward to see what you make. Don't forget, you can get me on Facebook at Luscious Laces. I will put that link down there as well, and I'll put the link for the book that I'm selling, which is a $50 kit. So I hope that helps. Bye, ladies.